If you think that you've run out of time to plant food in August, you are absolutely wrong. Today we're gonna go over crops you can plant at 30, 60, and 90 days before your first frost. Welcome to the Frederick Family Acre. We are so glad to have you here. My name is George.
And my name's Katrina, and on our channel we share gardening tips, how to cook that delicious homegrown food from scratch with some urban homesteading sprinkled in. Before we get into the crops that you can grow this late in the year, it is really important that you know your first frost date. And this is different than your hardiness zone because you could be in zone 5 in Idaho and someone in zone 5 in Colorado is going to have a different first frost date with you. And the first frost date is key to knowing when to plant out what crops when. And we will leave a link in the description below for you guys where you can put in your zip code and find out exactly when your first frost date is.
We're gonna get into the list of crops that you can plant 30 days before your first frost and still get food. But first, we wanna hear from you. What is one win that you have had in the garden this year? And if you're an aspiring gardener, tell us what you're most excited about in gardening. Drop a comment below. For 30 days, this is gonna be things like radishes, spinach, baby carrots, turnip greens, beet greens, and basil. You can also do baby salad mix or mesclun mix like this, and you can harvest small greens from it when you want a beautiful, vibrant, and extremely tasty salad.
If you have 60 days left until your first frost date, you can plant green onions, cucumbers, carrots, turnip roots, beetroots, peas, cabbage, and bunching onions. And when we say beetroot and turnip roots, that just means that those leafy greens you're going to be able to harvest from your turnips and beets at 30 days. You can start pulling those beautiful ripe roots out of the ground to start adding to your meals. Before we get into the crops that you can plant with 90 days left until your first frost date, we wanted to take a moment and thank you for being here and ask that if you are enjoying this video or have learned anything to please give it a thumbs up. And if you know someone that this might be helpful to, if you could share it with them, it really helps us out a lot. And if you would like to keep seeing content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We post to our channel weekly. If you have 90 days left until your first frost date, there is still a ton of delicious food that you can plant and harvest from your garden this year, even though it's August. These include summer squash like your zucchinis and yellow courgette, paste tomatoes, early variety big heirloom slicers, cherry tomatoes, and
you can also do small, sweet pepper varieties that grow quick and mature fast. You can even do Jacoby little pumpkins, and you can do some quick producing potatoes.
You can even plant potatoes that might not have enough time to mature and harvest them as new potatoes, which are also so delicious and even more tender than waiting for those big potatoes to be ready.
Now it's time for that bonus tip. And that is to go ahead and use late summer as the time to research your garlic and onion planting. This is the perfect time to get it going. You're looking for an early summer harvest. Just make sure you research the types of garlic and onions that grow well in your zone. And that's it. A wonderful list of 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day crops that you can grow and still harvest food from this year. If you want to check out a video on how to grow even more food in the same amount of space, check out our last upload. It'll be right here, and it is 5 ways to grow more food.
We want to thank you for spending your time with us today. We know your time is valuable. It is the only thing that we cannot get more of, and we love that you chose to spend it here with us, and we will see you back here in the next video.